Variable valency. What do you mean by variable valency? I said if you go to the higher compounds, the electronic configuration varies. The electronic configuration varies, like what we can say that we'll go with the after 2n square formula, we'll go with the 2, 8, 8, 18, 18, 18, 32. 2, 8, 8, 18, 18, 32, 32. 2 won't repeat. 8 repeats for twice. 18 repeats for twice. 32 repeats for twice. Total how many shells? 7 shells. On what basis he has taken this formula, you are going to learn in the higher class. Understood? So variable valence is in the sense, some elements, they undergo with 2 more valency. It depends upon the adjacent elements. Like copper valency, it can go with valency 1 or it goes with valency 2. Iron is having 2 valencies. Let's go with valency 2 and valency 3. Tin, valency 2 and valency 4. It depends upon the adjacent elements. Different compounds are obtained. Shall I give one example? Iron with valency 2, chlorine always 1. Am I right? Chlorine always 1. When you crisscross it, you will be having FeCl2. This is 1. If iron is valency 3 and chlorine is 1, if you crisscross the valencies, we will get the formula FeCl3. This compound is known as ferrous tuna. Sorry, we can write not iutal means will write, not the common letter. Iron to chloride. Iron to chloride. This is different. This is ferrous. This FeCl3 means iron 3 chloride. Iron 3 chloride. Like both are iron only. One is like your valency 2 and one with valency 3. By difference in valency, in the same elements, you will get different compounds. Understood or not? This is ferric and this is ferrous. Understood? The use of valence is different products obtained. That means same in 2 valencies, 2 or more valencies also. With valency 1. So the formula copper chloride. The copper with valency 2, chlorine is 1. Because chlorine is not having variable valencies, it is having valency only 1. So CuCl, CuCl2. Copper monochloride, copper dichloride. Understood? So some elements, like these are the metals and these are the examples of metals and these are the examples of non-metals. I said now more than 2 variable valences also we can find, like sulfur can go with 2, 4 and 6 also. Ions are the charged atoms. Ions are the charged atoms. There are 2 types of ions. One is cation. Another one is anion. You know it, no? Cation with the positive charge, anion with the negative charge. So for example, if you have taken NaCl, Na is positive, Cl is negative. So Na considered as cation, Cl considered as anion. So these are nothing but single ion compounds. Single ion compounds. Whether they are positive or negative, we'll find here positive means only one single element. Here positive means one single charged element are present. So this one is very clear so that we won't have any clarification to go with. One definitely need to be positive and the other one definitely need to be negative. So in what sense one positive, one negative? Always the metals will go with positive, the non-metals will go with negative. Okay? Yes or no? So now we are going to discuss about the compound radicals. Compound radicals. What do you mean by radical? A radical is nothing but certain group of atoms of different elements remain intact with many chemical reactions. In fact, they behave like single atom and having the valency only one. They are called compound radical. Compound radical. For example, I want to go with sodium sulfate. So now we are going to write the radical. Radical is a combination of different atoms but giving only one valency. It's sulfate. Sulfate means SO4 is a radical here, which is having valency 2. Which is having valency 2. So how can I write the formula? How can I write it? By using the valencies. So sodium sulfate means sodium means Na. Sulfate is a radical of SO4. Here is the combination of different atoms, but they are all combined to give only one valency. So sodium sulfate. Sodium 1, sulfate, for the entire radical, the valency is 2. Crisscross the valencies. So what will be the formula? Na2SO4. Sodium sulfate means Na2SO4. Al sulfate SO4 radical. The valency of sulfate is 2, aluminum is 3. So when I am crisscrossing the valency, how I can write the formula? Al2SO4, because this is entire radical, this is showing only one valency, so we need to put it in the brackets and then we need to write at the subscript 3. In this way we need to represent. Here S is not different, O is not different, 4 is not different. This is SO4 is a radical. Though it is a combination of different atoms, it is showing only one valency. That is called compound radical. Sodium means Na, carbonate means CO3. The valency of carbonate is 2, sodium is 1. This cross. So what will be the formula? Na2CO3. No need to put this in the brackets. Why? Because here no number, no subscript over here, so we can write as it is. Sodium hydrogen carbonate Na HCO3. Hydrogen carbonate is HCO3. Here the valency of Na is 1 and valency of hydrogen carbonate is 1. Carbonate is 2. CO3 is 2 valency. Hydrogen carbonate means 1. Crisscross. So what is the formula? NaHCO3. No subscripts because both Na plus 1 and 1 common. So no. If the number is common, so no need to write subscript.